Hi, everybody. Welcome to your Fall 2020 Sorority Recruitment Orientation. We're going to be discussing a bunch of information and facts in here to help you through this whole process. So we'll just get started.
So the Panhellenic Council is the executive board which governs all the 6 Panhellenic sororities here on campus. Our goal is to strive to unite women on common goals, create a network of support for chapters and members, and serve our sorority and university community. We are passionate about outgrowing our community, hence why we have recruitment and fostering a spirit of sisterhood in and outside our own chapters.
So within that panel and council, we have a recruitment team. So I didn't introduce myself at the beginning, but my name's Emma and I'm the Vice President of Recruitment. And we also have Allison, who is our President of the Panhellenic Council. And then on this recruitment team, who's not here today, is Allie. She's our Vice President of Communications. So within the Panhellenic Council, there's the recruitment team that works on putting this whole process for you guys together. So what recruitment will look like for you? So we will be doing informal recruitment this fall. So you'll be able to participate in COBs. Well, it's called continuous open bidding, but more commonly known as COBs here. It's not as structured as primary recruitment. So chapters will host their own recruitment events for you to attend virtually, possibly some one-on-ones or two-on-ones in person, depending on whatever the university and state policies are. And bids can start going out September 11th at 10 a.m. So this is the first day that bids can go out, but it's not the day that all bids will go out. So you can get multiple bids. We'll talk about this a little bit more later, but this is just the first day. You might get one on that day, you might get it the next day, or you might get this multiple on that day. So it's different for everybody. So just like some benefits of COB this fall, since we are doing things a little bit differently to make you guys feel a little better. So all of our chapters typically do things differently than each other. So it gives you a great opportunity to see all of the personalities of each chapter shine. And it's a lot more laid back than formal recruitment. And you get to interact with members in a more comfortable and chill environment. Even if it's virtual, it's just a lot more laid back than formal recruitment would be virtual. So it's definitely a lot less stress and less intimidating than formal recruitment. And I kind of mentioned before, but we're going to be doing deferred primary recruitment. So typically here at Akron, we do formal recruitment in the fall and then COBs in the spring, but with COVID and just the state of our world right now, we decided to flip-flop it. So like I said, COBs this fall and then formal recruitment in the spring of 2021. And then hopefully in fall 2021, we'll go back to normal formal recruitment.
So we just wanted to give you guys a little bit of some important information and kind of reassurance if you kind of have these concerns. So our alcohol policy is so that no one under the age of 21 or otherwise ineligible to consume alcohol will not be served or offered alcohol. So you would not be served any alcohol at any recruitment events. So just kind of letting you know that we are focused on having genuine and real conversations with our members and that we don't want you guys to be under the influence or feel pressured to do anything like that. So reassurance that will that not be a factor. And then our hazing policy. So we have a no tolerance for hazing on our campus. So we have all chapters members, including the president, member educator, and chapter advisor, sign the hazing policy compliance form. So this right now when the semester started, members are currently starting to sign this and having it on file with the university. So if anything does happen with that, and if unfortunately a hazing accident was to occur, actions will be taken and consequences would be in state for those chapter members held responsible for those. And then we do hold a value-based recruitment. So the goal is to have meaningful conversations with you guys, and we want to recruit women who will have a positive impact on our community and the chapter they join. So this is taken right from our recruitment rules, and this is what our chapters and members vote on. So they all agree to follow these. So we kind of have these 4 common values in our community of scholarship, leadership, civil responsibility, and sisterhood. So although all of our chapters are unique and have different values, these are still kind of the core of all our chapters on campus. So so you have an idea of like, these are something that we're looking for, and we do value these very highly in our community. So recruitment ambassadors, so each of you will be assigned a recruitment ambassador, and this is a member of our community who is dedicated to ensuring that you have a good experience with recruitment and help you find your home on campus. You are able to schedule meetings with your recruitment ambassador, kind of ask you questions, kind of if you have any last minute concerns before an event starts, stuff like that. But then they're also there to kind of help you and go through your decision making. So as Emma talked about earlier, you are able to receive more than one bid. So if you receive a bid and you're kind of still keeping your options open and going to more events, and then you receive 2 bids or maybe 3 to 4 bids, and you're like, I don't know what to decide, your recruitment ambassador is there to kind of help you check out your options, kind of just to be an outlet for you to kind of have guidance and maybe help you, like if you're not sure what to do, they can kind of help you walk through the options and kind of help you get to an end goal where you think you are best fit.
Okay, so once COBs officially starts, which if you're watching this video, it already has, you've been given access to our recruitment software called Campus Director, which is what you needed to register for sorority recruitment. So this is where you will electrically sign your Mr. ABBA. That's a weird word. We will talk about it more in detail later. But it's also where you'll see which chapters have extended you bids and how you'll accept your bids. So even though you might receive like a phone call or an email or however you'll receive your bid, personally from the chapters, you'll officially get your bid in Campus Director and you can officially accept it in Campus Director. So just you saying like yes on the phone or accepting it on the phone doesn't technically count until it's done on Campus Director. So these are just some general tips. I'm sure that many of you already know these, but just to save your money, especially just at the beginning of the semester, sororities do cost money. If that's something that concerns you, be sure to ask all of the chapters about like their financial requirements. They're actually required to tell you their financial information before they can extend you a bid. But if you want to go deeper into those conversations to learn more details, definitely bring that up. It's not a taboo subject in the Panhellenic Greek world. Definitely ask. And then also, if you're not already, start following the Panhellenic Council and all of our chapters on Instagram. Obviously, we've said this so many times, but everything is virtual. So social media can be huge in helping you interact with chapters and chapter members and just learning more about them. If you can't go to all their events, if you just want to learn more info, recognize faces of chapters, definitely be following them on Instagram. So some virtual meeting tips. So Zoom is the virtual platform that all of our chapters will be using. So definitely download the Zoom application to your computer. Don't just open it up in your web browser because some features are only available on the downloaded version, and it's just a lot faster and less hiccups happen that way if you already have it downloaded. Also, be aware of your backgrounds. So try to have a neutral, clear, appropriate looking background. You can also set like virtual backgrounds, like kind of like green screen like. If you have a messy room and just like don't even want to worry about it and want to just put that up, go for it. And then just a little tip too is when you hop on the call, just mute your mic immediately, because then like some feedback happens if there's a lot of people with their mics not muted. So that's just like a little tip. So this is just like a long list of questions to ask. Obviously, we always say like, if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Make sure like you're showing interest in asking questions, but some people, it's hard to know what to even ask. You don't, if sorority life is completely new to you, how do you know what to ask? So these are just some examples. Obviously, we talked about the financial part of it, payment plans, ask them about the time obligations that you'll have as a new member and as an initiated member. What value does your specific chapter place on academics? What's your favorite part about being a sorority? Ask them what other organizations they're in besides Greek life. Ask them about community service, why they're unique. Ask them about scholarships. A lot of our chapters offer international scholarships like from their organization. Ask them about their housing options. A lot of our chapters have houses on campus, some don't, some have houses but you can't live in them, some you can live in, so everyone has a little different situation, so definitely ask them about that. You can ask them like personally how they manage school, work, family, social life while being in a sorority. And then most importantly, ask them what their sisterhood's like why they chose their chapter and what their favorite thing is and the friendships that they've made there and stuff like that. So these are just some examples. Feel free to ask them. They'll be happy to answer any of them.
And then these are some fast facts about our community. So sorority women maintain a higher average GPA than the all-women's average GPA on campus. So as you can see, our community does hold academics very highly. Last semester, we completed over 4,000 community service hours, which is pretty exciting. Each chapter holds different academic study programs for you to utilize, and then the Greek community as a whole holds an event at the end of each semester to encourage studying for final exams. And then each chapter has more officer and leadership positions than any other student organization on campus. So there's many ways to get involved, ranging from elected positions to committee positions to appointed positions and anywhere in between. So even as a new member, there might be some officers positions open for you, and then you can work your way up and maybe eventually even become chapter president. So there's lots of room for growth in our chapters as well. So our COB, Mr. ABBA, so this is kind of what Emma briefly touched about a little bit earlier, but it stands for our Membership Recruitment Acceptance Binding Agreement. So once you have received your bid and then officially accepted your bid on Campus Director, once you do that, you will then have to fill out your Mr. ABBA. And then so this basically binds you to that sorority until the next formal recruitment process, which will, for us will be in spring 2021. And then you only sign one Mr. ABBA for the semester, and then again, it is on Campus Director. And if you guys have any questions about the process for this, you can reach out to me or Emma, or your recruitment ambassadors can also kind of help you learning how to find it on Campus Director as well.
So that's like our orientation for you guys with just a bunch of information thrown at you. We hope this helped. All of our contact information is listed there. Feel free to email me or Allison with any questions. Reach out to your recruitment ambassadors. And if you haven't already done so and you're like watching this and learning about sorority recruitment for the first time, please register for recruitment. It's in the bio of our Panhellenic Instagram, or you can reach out to literally any member of our community and they will help direct you to that so you can get registered and go on this incredible journey. Allison and I are so excited for you guys. And like I said, just please reach out. So thank you guys for watching.
Bye.